we'll go ahead and get started. I'd like to call to order a special meeting for Lafayette Township Board of Trustees and Fire District. I'd like to call to order a special meeting for Lafayette Township Board of Trustees and Fire District. Today's Wednesday, July 16th. It's 8:00 a.m. The notice requirements of section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code and implementing rules adopted by the board pursuant thereto were complied with for the meeting. Roll call.
Paroli here.
O'Neill here.
Fullerton here. We can all stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so we have 4 items on the agenda for the special meeting. We'll just kind of go in order. To approve the warrants of the township that Sherry cut checks for, all of our vendors. All the trustees have looked at the checks, and any questions or concerns?
The only question I had, I think we had a total of 33 invoices between the fire department and the township. There were a couple that seemed to be, most of them were from like from June obviously. There were a few that were from May, but there was one for the service department that was like dated from February, and I just wasn't sure if we knew. Yeah, I just kind of made a list, but they're all in date order, but it was the general maintenance services, so I just wasn't sure if it's a situation where it's something to do with, is that this?
I think it's the fire stack general maintenance, because that's who works on their equipment sometimes.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, I think that one was, it could have been just because Sherry's still getting familiar with what's what. I think it was in
No. I think I got Frank, no, hold on. General
it was for like 30692.
Yeah, give me a second, I got it.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess not so much like the validity of it, but more just trying to understand, like, are we having a process, was it a process issue? Did it get like stuck on somebody's, one of the department head's desks versus getting to the fiscal officer? Was it, yeah, here it is.
It's not gonna be.
No, it's not this one.
Yeah, Rick
It is
signed
the next
off
thing.
on it. There's no date on his signature, but it just says Western Star.
Right.
Please pay the invoice.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, like, I just wondered if, if it's something where we have a hole in the process to make sure that they're getting to the fiscal officer so that he's paid in a timely manner.
He's normally pretty good about
That's what I thought.
My guess is that was something that was probably,
Okay.
I don't know, stapled to something else or stuck to another page.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I just, like I said, I'm just trying to make sure, like, if there's a opportunity to clean up a process,
Yeah.
so we
Right.
don't have these sticking.
Right.
What I've always told Rick and Brian is just, cause they know the
Right.
service, they know the cost, that they need to initial the invoice and approve to pay. But they need to scan that and then email it
To the fiscal
to the
officer.
fiscal officer, so.
I'm saying, I noticed Brian seems to date everything too,
I know.
so maybe
That's
just,
why I was looking for the
Yeah.
I'll
date.
ask Rick to start putting dates on. But
yeah, just to make it a little bit easier, that way, if
We can kinda
yeah,
track it.
just makes it easier to keep track of, like, if there's a breakdown, where and how we can help not have it happen again.
Exactly.
But that was the only question I had on those.
Okay, motion to approve the warrants of the township.
I would move to approve the warrants of the township, 22 invoices totaling $12,383.
I'll second.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
And then, just since I did just the township ones, the fire district had 11 I'd make a motion to approve the warrants for the fire district, 11 invoices, $21,010.72.
I'll second.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, township fire, good. Okay, the budget, and or extension, when I talked to the auditor, they're like, yeah, September 9th, that'll work. Well, it came back, and of course, I didn't know that you guys weren't copied on it, so I'm like reading it from my phone. But anyway, they didn't like September, so they said any date in August, that they would accept. So
concern too, just so everybody's aware, their concern was the county budget commission being able to complete what they need to do on the
Right.
back end, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's why they'd rather not September. They said any time in August would be fine, so, they totally understand the circumstance, so.
Well, our next regular scheduled meeting is the 4th. I mean, we've talked about it, we'll probably need a special meeting to deal with the fiscal officer appointment, but, I mean, how does everybody feel about doing it at the special meeting on the 4th? Can we be prepared for that, or?
That's the regular meeting on the.
Or, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah, I think we probably can. I've asked Sherry to send us out a bunch of worksheets and, review, April, May. We didn't get a fiscal report for June, so she'll be sending those to us.
So we wanna put the 6th down, give us time to get the paperwork over to.
Well, I guess
Anytime in August, really, to me, no need to.
the only question I have, and maybe to clarify with Kristen, is normally we have to approve it, have it like publicly available for 10 days before we formally submit it to the county. I don't know if that applies with a deadline. I mean, we can still obviously do it at the 4th. I'm just saying, like, if we approve it at the 4th, then we have to make it publicly available for 10 days before, maybe ask for the 15th, just to give us a little wiggle room to
Yeah.
comply with that, unless Kristen tells you, from the auditor's office, Kristen Johnson, tells you that we don't need to.
Might as well do it the 22nd or something later. There's no need to
Well, that's true, but
crunch it if it's gotta be 10 days.
But I think we'd all like to.
Oh,
Get it
yeah. Let's plan to do it at our August meeting, but.
I'm fine with either one of those. I mean,
Okay, well, someone make a motion for a date.
I will,
And I'm sorry to interrupt, we gotta do the one for the township, one for the fire district. you know.
I would make a motion to extend the, budget, submittal to the, auditor for both the fire district and the township to August 22nd.
I'll second.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Township? Do fire?
We did both there.
He said.
You did both.
Yeah, he did both in the motion.
Both in one motion, got it,
Efficiency.
yeah,
Um,
the person writing it down. Okay, so that's good news, and then Justin added a couple things on fire.
we had a couple of things that just got left off
Yeah.
the chief's report from the regular meeting.
Right.
We had the Ohio Division of EMS training equipment grant for $3,746.44. I would make a motion that we accept that grant, again, in the amount of $3,746.44 from the Ohio Division of EMS.
I would second that. I don't think there's any reason to not take that.
Okay, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
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 And then the other item was a purchase of some LDH, some hose for engine number 3. Chief was working with Fire Safety Service. They basically, we have an opportunity to purchase the hose at new old stock, basically. Just to give everybody the information, it's $680 per 100 feet is the price that we're being offered. The new stock price and what it will be if we purchase it in the future will be $899 per 100 feet. So the chief would like to purchase 1,000 feet with a total cost of $6,800. So just, simple math here, if we buy that same hose next year, it'll be $8,990. So we're saving 32% by making the purchase. So I would move to approve the purchase of 1,000 feet of large diameter hose at $680 per 100 feet from Fire Safety Services for a total cost of $6,800.
I'll second.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Now, say that again, Justin, this is brand new hose?
It's a brand new hose. It's stuff that they've already had in stock though, so
Okay,
they're trying
stock,
to clear out
yeah.
like their old inventory.
Yeah,
Basically, I mean, I guess think about it like last year's car model.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of,
yeah.
the easiest way to do it. So they're trying to get some of that out, but anything, as they're replacing it and selling new inventory, they've already priced it for next year, so,
okay, good,
yeah.
good. Okay, that covers the fourth item, and obviously we don't need an executive session, cross that off. already approved the warrants, of the township, motion to adjourn.
We'll move to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the time is 8:10 AM. Okay, all we gotta do is sign these checks, so Sherry can get them rocking and rolling. And then I'll hand deliver this extension to